Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Halo Reach UNSC Trooper 2-pack set by McFarlane Toys. This set is part of Series 1 of the Halo Reach line of action figures and was first released in 2010. I got this set in 2011 when I purchased this set at a Target for $21.99. Now before we continue with the video on these guys, I do want to mention that there was something I noticed about the set just now that I did not notice when I got it at the store. And I was looking at this set here just before shooting the video, and I noticed that the arms on these guys, they don't look like they swivel at the bicep, which is kind of a bummer. It's crappy, really. And because these guys wield these weapons here most likely with two hands, and without the ability to swivel the biceps, they will not be able to wield the weapons properly, which kind of ticked me off. I did some interweb researching and found out that yeah, the arms do not swivel, which is a real pain in the ass. And I also found a video where you can mod these guys to fix these arms if you're willing to cut up your figures, and which is what I'm going to do eventually. But I just wanted to point that out real quick. It really ticked me off when I was about to start shooting a video of this. And I did find a video that's by Koba Kate, I believe his name is, and I'll post a link to his video in the description down below. He has a video on how to mod these figures and fix the arms. But go ahead and take a look at that video. It's pretty informative, and we shouldn't have to really do these mods to fix these figures properly, but if you want to go ahead and do that, take a look at his video. Now on to my peek into this set. You can see that these two figures here have weapons which they cannot wield properly, and they also come with some grenades there. And that's a nice design in this, by the way, although the way they have it designed here, they're on their side here. On the back of the package, you can see a nice picture of the figures here, and the weapons that they are not wielding in the picture, and also figures from Series 1. We have a Spartan Hazop, Spartan Mark V, Emil, Spartan Hazop, a Jorge, Spartan Hazop in yellow, Noble 6, Grunt Ultra, and an Elite Miner. And also vehicle sets, the Ghost and the Warthog on here. And I'm also quickly finding out that I guess the UNSC folks here, they really can't wield some of their weapons due to the hands also. And it's not surprising now that these pictures of these guys, they're not wielding their weapons. So, anyways, we'll be right back and have these guys out of the package. Alright, we're back and we have the UNSC Troopers out of the package, and I want to do a size comparison first because there's a bit of a size difference between the UNSC Troopers and the members of, say, Noble Team. Found out that these troopers are a bit smaller than, like, say, Emil here. Yeah, Emil here is even crouched down, and he's still a bit bigger than these UNSC troopers. And that's probably because due to the suits that, say, the Noble Team members or the Spartans wear. These guys don't have suits, they have uniforms on there, which is some padded armor, it looks like. So it's kind of neat that they aren't all uniform in size. This is adds variety to the line. But let's go ahead and take a look at these troopers here, and we'll take a look at the light trooper first. And you can see some of the details on this light trooper here. It's actually kind of neat. And this particular trooper can wield his weapon somewhat. He can actually grip this rifle or blaster. I'm not familiar with the weaponry in the game, but he wields it in his hand very well. But he can't wield it two-handed, of course, because due to the lack of a swivel cut on the arm. But it's still kind of neat that he's able to grip this weapon here. Some details on the weapon. You can see, I guess this is where the handle for the second hand would rest. It's got some barrels here. I don't know if these are barrels or not, but this is of course the main barrel on there. And it's got some weathering on there to look battle worn, I guess. And some nice accent colors on there as well. Pretty neat. And you can see some of the details of this light trooper. He has a targeting reticle, it looks like, there on one of his eyes. And this guy's helmeted on there. He does have a backpack here, and I put both grenades on this guy just because I thought it'd be neat to at least outfit him more than he usually would be on there. And this backpack is removable on there. It just simply pegs into the back of the figure. It's kind of neat, and I believe these pieces of armor are also removable. I'm not going to take them off now, but I believe they are removable on there. And just some nice sculpted detail on his padded armor there. You can see some pouches on the front there, some details on his torso, and that's very neat. And he's got these leggings here, and some I'm not sure what these are, side armor on there, some leg armor, and I don't know if those are boots or just sneakers or what. They look like sneakers to me on there. It's kind of interesting. Pretty cool on the detail. I really like the detail on this, guys. On to the take a look at the heavy trooper here, and it is slightly different than the light trooper. Of course, a little bit bulkier on there. Has a lot more accessories on here. Looks like a slightly different armor. It looks like I have this one upside down. Maybe I need to rotate that there. Kind of neat. Just see if I got that on right. And he is a heavy trooper, and he does have a heavier backpack on there, and this is removable as well. Now with this particular trooper, with all of these removable parts, I thought these parts were removable or on the belt as well, but they're not. And I accidentally pulled this guy and broke what looked like glued onto the belt there. So in my overzealous attempt to see what was removable, I actually broke that off of this guy here, and I'll have to re-glue that one on at a later time. But it's kind of neat. He has a canteen here on his belt. More pouches than the light trooper, some ammo on the belt as well, and he has a different head sculpt there. He's got some goggle type eyewear there. I think it's the same type of helmet though, but he's got some stuff on the side of his helmet here compared to the light trooper on there. Same type of legging, except for he has sculpted knee pads there. It's kind of neat, and he has a pegged in pouch here. This is actually removable as well. And he does have pegs here for grenades as well, but with this heavier backpack, it's I think it'd be harder to put some grenades back there. Really nice detail. That's one thing I really like about these figures, is the great detail. Here's the weapon that the heavy trooper wields, which is a shotgun, same as Emil's. And the same problem with Emil is that these troopers cannot wield these shotguns properly because the lack of a trigger finger on there. And you can see, because of that, it kind of sits loosely in his hands, which is unfortunate. And it just looks kind of off, not being able to wield the trigger in there. And I may end up just clipping off a little bit on over here to allow them to grip the trigger in the future. Now, for the articulation of these guys are pretty much the same on articulation. And we'll go over that right now. The head is on a ball joint and can go all the way around and up and down and side to side, which is nice. The arms do go all the way around, and they do go out and in. Of course, as I mentioned, lack of a bicep swivel there. The arms on these figures have a single joint at the elbow, hinge joint that can bend up and down. And it's interesting here, the hands are on a swivel hinge joint, so the hands can go all the way around and in and out. So they give this nice articulation at the wrist, but not at the arm. Both figures have a ball joint at the torso, so it can go all the way around and up and down slightly and side to side slightly. No waist articulation. Both of the figures have a hip joint that can actually allow the leg to go up and down, but it is very stiff. On this light trooper, it's stuck, so you really can't bend the legs too far forward. But they also have an additional joint at the hip, at the top of the thigh, joint at the hip, that allows you to bend it a little bit before you actually move this joint here. The legs also do go around as well, not all the way around due to the armor piece here at the thigh. And there is a single joint at the knee, hinge joint that can allow the leg to go up and down here. And also a swivel cut below the knee on there. And the feet on here are two ball joints at the leg and at the foot. So you can actually move the foot around as well as up and down and twist all the way around. And bend like an ankle pivot there, which is kind of nice. Overall, I do recommend it if you're wanting to army build these Halo troopers and you're willing to mod the arms on these guys so they can actually wield their weapons properly. But if you're not willing to do that kind of mod, and I wouldn't recommend them because it's just seems kind of a waste to have these guys but unable to pose these guys properly. But this is my casual peek into the Halo Reach UNSC Trooper 2-pack set. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.